Hello, my loves. I'm Shannon. This is Lifestyle Manifesting. On my channel, I discuss manifesting as a lifestyle. Every area of your life, be the designer, the architect of your life. Today, I want to talk about your power. Honing in on your power. Do not give away your power. You are the operant power, so don't give your power away. Don't give your power away to the 3D reality. Don't give your power away to the circumstance. Don't give your power away to the unwanted. Don't give your power away. It's all yours. You're the creator. Keep reminding yourself consistently that you create your reality and everything is coming from you. Everything is coming from your imagination. And don't give your power away to your specific person. Don't give your power away to debt or money. You are everything. Everything is coming from you. So consistently remind yourself that you have all the power, that you are the creator, that you are here to live your life, to choose the reality that you want, and you choose the reality you want by focusing on that reality, by affirming that reality, and by knowing that reality is yours because it's coming from you. So I really wanted to give this reminder that you have to stop giving your power away. And that means especially when there's an unwanted circumstance or whatever is happening in the 3D reality. Don't give your power away. Don't create based on what's happening and what you currently see, if that's not what you want, right? If that's not what you want, don't create your reality from there. Create your reality from within your imagination. You go to infinite possibilities as your creation. You are the operant power. You are the creator of your reality. You can be anything you want. You can have anything you want, and you can do anything you want. You are the operant power. Okay, I'm going to answer some questions tonight. If you have any questions, how can we let go of the doubt and fear? Well, you really start to let go of the doubt and fear as the more that you understand that you're creating your reality, you're actually only creating fear. Fear only comes from you. So let go of the doubt and fear by knowing that you're the creator and you can change anything at any moment in time. That means in the present moment, even if you have something unwanted or that you don't like, you can shift your attention and recreate in the present moment by focusing on something new or focusing on something different. That's your ultimate power, is that in the present moment, you can create something different. Okay, you can overcome. You have the power to overcome anything. I'm not worried if I manifest something negative. Okay, I'm not worried about that because I know I have the power to overcome it. Now, just in the feeling that I'm not worried about it, I release the worry, the doubt, the fear, the focus on the negativity. Okay, I release that because I'm not worried about it. And I know that I have the power to overcome that, okay? You could also release doubt and fear by practicing detachment. Go ahead and contemplate. What if you did? What if your fears came right into your face? Okay, what if your doubts manifested and were expressed? So as you contemplate that and you bring it to the surface of your mind and just let it rise to the surface and then let it go. Okay, so the thing is sometimes we're trying not to focus on it, but actually you could just, it's all about life as a choice, okay? It's all existing. You can bring that fear to your awareness and just say, I don't choose that. That it's as simple as that. Life is all a choice. All of it's existing. You're living a reality based on where your focus and your attention is. Okay, so you could put your attention on the doubt and the fear and say, I don't like when I'm feeling doubtful. I don't like that I fear this. Okay, but I don't choose this. And I intend, and then you shift your focus. I intend, or I will, or I am, right? I am powerful and I can create my reality and I am getting what I want. All right, so you deliberately choose where you want to put your focus. In my VIP private subscription lifestyle manifesting group, I talk a lot about resolving doubt and fear. I have some meditations about that. I also have a meditation on YouTube And that meditation will help you. Okay, so if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, go to the link in my bio. In my playlist, I have several meditations, but in my playlist, I have one called Trusting and Knowing. Okay, trusting and knowing, because when you have doubt and fear, the opposite, what you truly want is you want to be able to trust, right? You want to be able to know, you want to be able to trust. So affirmations, like along with letting go of the doubt and fear, you're going to choose to focus on things that you do want. Trusting, knowing, feeling safe, feeling secure. Okay, some of those could be I am affirmations. Okay, whether it's a meditation that you're listening to or I am affirmations. I am secure. I intend to feel secure. I give in to security. I am unlimited. I am fearless. I am infinite. Okay, so those affirmations are going to align you with that reality where you're feeling that infinite power within you, the limitlessness of who you are. All right. So remember, the more you affirm something and focus on it, you create that reality intentionally. Your reality will start to unfold in front of you. Right in front of you. Well, all of your experience starts to manifest wherever you put your attention. So put your attention on security, feeling safe, feeling sure, feeling empowered, in your power. Yeah, user 432. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. Hello, everyone. Okay, help with negative thoughts related to SP. I'm worried they will manifest. And I was just talking about this. 007. Okay, so we don't want to fear our negative thoughts. It's not about the thoughts. It's about choosing your reality. Okay, so I'm not worried about a negative thought. Don't worry about you don't want to live life worried about if you think about this or think about that. Everything isn't necessarily manifesting, and even if it does, you have the power to recreate, and that's your power. Your power is to recreate. Okay, so even if it did manifest, so what? What a big deal, or no big deal. Okay, here's the thing is, when things manifest anyway, the unwanted, it helps you get more clear and more focused. So it's not that it's ever necessarily negative, it's just your perception that it's negative. What should you do? Negative thoughts that related to a specific person. Well, number one, focus on yourself. You're going to your focus on yourself will change your perception of yourself. Lift yourself up, level up your self-concept and how you perceive yourself, level up your identity. Money. So Cynthia, I just talked about that. Manifesting money. You want to think from abundance mindset. You know, the world has everything available to you. But if you're focused on the news and scarcity and lack and there's not enough, you're in that reality and you're in a lack mindset, or generally, right? Generally focused on lack. So remember, the world is abundant. There is abundance of everything available to you. So first, understand and know that big picture is that everything in your reality is coming from you. So if you want to manifest more money, then you're focused on abundance. You're focused on a reality where you have money. So what would you say? What do you say as you have enough money to spend? You're saying that like, I have plenty of money to spend. Money comes to me easily. I am a magnet for money. So you want to focus on affirmations that imply you have the money already. Okay, that money comes to you easily and effortlessly. And also in my playlist, I have an abundance meditation. So if you want some ideas of affirmations, go to my playlist. Hey, Rainbow, I'm struggling to move, pack for moving. I have so much anxiety. Please help. We'll take a moment. When you're in the midst of that anxiety, it's really powerful that you step aside. Use a breathing technique. Breathing is powerful. Breathe in love, light, peace, and harmony. Okay, you can imagine breathing in this light and this love, and then breathing out the anxiety. So use that technique of breathing in the love and breathing out your doubt, worry, anxiety. Use that as a visualization that you're breathing in and breathing out and releasing. And if you could do that, set your timer for 3 minutes, you are going to change your body physiologically. You'll calm yourself down. Okay, so when we have anxiety, it is powerful to switch your attention to something else. Okay, use a breathing technique to calm down. take a break for yourself, focus on something else, and then get back into that state of mind of, well, you're the creator. So get into the state of mind of, it's all working out for me. I get everything I want. Okay, or you could say an intention if it feels better, right? I intend this all works out. What's the struggle and the worry? So I intend, and then XYZ. Okay, I always have enough time. Things I affirmed several years ago, and my life has changed because of it. It's like, I have enough time in the day. I have so much time. Okay, because sometimes we think I don't have enough time to do everything, and we could feel frantic and hectic, but no, affirm how you want it to be. I always have enough time in the day. I'm always getting done what needs to be done. Allie, how do I manifest? I feel like I can't do it. Well, you are manifesting all the time. So to manifest deliberately is about what are you focusing on? Because everything you're living in your life is a manifestation, and it's all manifested based on where your focus and your attention is. Okay, are you focused on things that aren't going right and the things you don't like? Because whatever you focus on, you're building and creating more of that. You're the creator of your reality. So you want to manifest something deliberately that you want, then that's where you put your attention. Okay, so if it was a new car and you want to manifest a new car, then you put your vision, you put your focus on having the new car. Not how am I going to get the money? It's too expensive. Okay, you're not putting your focus there. You're putting your focus on already having the car. What would it feel like? So affirmations of already having the car. I have my dream car. I love that I'm driving my favorite car. I love how it feels to be in this car. Okay, so you want to say affirmations as if you already have your desire. You're speaking your life into existence because you're actually already doing this. What you're already saying and thinking to yourself, you're already creating your reality. Now, get more specific about what do you want to create. Okay, how can I forget the third? Yeah, the 3P. You can forget the 3P by reminding yourself who you are. Okay, do you understand the third party is only a mirror of you, a reflection from within you? The only reason a third party is there is because from the self, yourself, if you feel insecure, then your reality must okay, just one example, because third party doesn't mean only insecure. It could mean something different, right? But that's one idea or one general idea of what it could be. If I'm someone who's insecure, then my reality is going to reflect to me in different ways. And if I think that the person I like won't choose me, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I'm not their type, if I'm thinking that, then they're going to reflect that. And they'll reflect that with a third party. So it's coming from you. Isn't that enough for you to say, if it's coming from you, just change it by focusing on yourself? Okay, by learning, by building yourself up so you're no longer insecure. Build yourself up to the version of you who's not jealous, because jealousy also would reflect something similar like that, right? Jealousy is like someone has something I don't have. Okay, so if you feel jealousy, your world must reflect and show you jealousy. Oh, let me put somebody, a third party, right with your specific person to feel jealous about. So when you resolve or dissolve away the jealousy and dissolve away the insecurity, then your world will reflect, what you're feeling inside. When you have love for yourself, your world will reflect that. Your specific person will want to be with you when you choose yourself. Okay, so the main thing you need to do with a third party is put all your focus on yourself and stop focusing on the third party. You have to put all your attention on yourself. You build yourself up. If you need help with that, join my VIP group. I do a lot of videos about removing the third party, lots of success stories about removing the third party. Join that group. I also have a free Facebook group. Okay, having a hard time not seeing movement, but feeling SP is so close. Remember, you're the creator. Okay, so you got to take back your power. Okay, when you don't see movement, you just gave your power away. When you don't see movement, you didn't realize that you're the creator. Okay, you feel like they're so close, they are. But the fact that you're seeing no movement, you're also declaring something the opposite, but you're the creator. Okay, so here, this is why reality creation, you don't give that all the importance and all of your power to the 3D reality. 3D reality only reflects what's within you. Okay, I know, you want to tell me what's happening, but here, this is what you're going to do to resolve it and manifest this now. Feel like you already have it now, not so close, but you already have this desire. Okay, you are seeing movement. We are together. I am the greatest. I always see movement. I always receive communication. These are the kind of affirmations you want to say. And if you're saying these affirmations and they don't feel good and they don't feel true, you have to keep persisting, because the only reason they don't feel true is because you haven't practiced those affirmations and those thoughts enough that they feel natural and normal. And we're currently, this current reality that you're living is a manifestation of what feels natural and normal. So you have to create a new natural and normal. The new natural and normal is you're the cause, the world's the effect. You see movement because you saw it in your imagination. Your imagination is more real than the 3D reality, and you're always going to go into your imagination and affirm what you want. You're not going to rely on the 3D, otherwise you just gave your power away. You have the power, so you got to take your power back. You go in your imagination and you create. That's where you're already doing it. You're already doing it. We're already doing this our whole life. We're already creating our whole life with our imagination based on how we see reality and interpret it, right? Our assumptions, perception, our thoughts and feelings, experiences, all of that. The sum total of all of that is the creation of your reality, or how your reality is created. So reminding yourself that your first cause, which means your imagination, comes first and the world comes second. What do? You take your attention away from what you don't see and now focus on gratitude, or focus on what is going right in your life, and focus on affirming what you want. Focus your attention on affirming the reality you want. I am seeing movement. I see movement all the time. What would it look like if you saw movement? Well, you could imagine in your mind, then go into an imaginal scene. It would look like, ooh, you pick up your phone, you got all these messages. What are you talking about? Build on that picture. What does that picture look like? It looks like you got a message about something and then you're responding back. Okay, so you have to be the person who, in your own reality, you have to keep reminding yourself you're the operant power. I'm doing what you said. Every day I'm spending $1,000 more than the day before. I'm saving pics of them. Awesome. Oh, cool. I like that you're saving pics of also. Okay, that's one of the videos that I posted. This is a technique, and a technique I talk about in my VIP group. And I don't know where this technique originally came. Some people said Abraham Hicks, but either way, okay, I'm bringing it to you. So spend $1,000 today in your mind. You want to start to look at money differently, because maybe you never were able to spend $1,000 in a day. So practice spending money in your imagination, so you are already preparing and rehearsing the kind of reality and experiences you do want. And so today you spend $1,000. Tomorrow you spend $2,000. Each day you add another $1,000. By the third day it's $3,000. By the end of the month, $30,000. Okay, the following month you're spending $60,000 in one day by the second month. The last day of the second month, depending on how many days are in the month, right? Okay, so practice imagining that kind of money in your life. And I've had people start with bigger numbers. When I first did this, I actually just started with $100 a day. Okay, and then I bumped it up to $1,000, and I kept seeing evidence. Okay, I kept seeing my world bring more money into it. And I thought, why should I teach my followers, or why should I teach people to start at 100? Let's go big. Let's go big. Start at 1,000. Spend that money. Go online. Put something in your shopping cart. How are you spending that money? Get used to spending money in your mind. Get used to feeling like you have that money to spend. Okay, not only that, you get excited. Start looking at things you want to buy. You start to focus on the things you want instead of focusing on what you don't want. Okay, instead of looking at something saying, oh, I can't afford that, I can't afford that, I don't have enough, we're broke. Start to pay attention and be observant about your own thoughts and what you're saying, and consistently. Are you consistently saying, I can't do that, I'm broke? I'm broke. I remember a friend of mine always would say, I could just hear her consistently saying, I'm broke. We can't do that. I'm broke. Okay, you got to catch it if that's part of what you're consistently saying. And then you change that and you start to focus on, you know what? Somehow, some way, I'm going to make it work. I'm going to buy all the things I want. Money is coming to me. Money is already in my bank account. Okay, and then you're also getting excited about it, you're picturing it, you're spending it, you're focused on things that you do want in your life. What kind of vacations are you going on? Where are you going? This is really a fun exercise. It's really a powerful exercise for bringing in money. And yeah, who asked about money earlier? It was Cynthia. Yeah, so use that exercise, and I like the idea of keeping track of that also, because watch those things manifest into your life. Okay, yeah, Jessica, how could you visualize? You feel like you struggle with it. Affirmations you don't have to visualize, just affirmations are already creating a visualization. Because if I say there's a red Land Rover outside your door, you could picture a red land, I can't talk tonight. You could picture a Land Rover that's red. Okay, you might not know the exact detail, but you could kind of picture it. You picture red, you picture a truck, right? You're already visualizing. You just don't realize it. It's not imperative to be amazing at visualization. Mostly the technique that I use for manifesting is just affirmations. What I'm consistently saying to myself. So it's my inner conversations. That's what's manifesting already. Your inner conversations with yourself. So are you arguing in your mind, or are you talking to yourself about everything that is working out for you? Okay, so, but I mean, you could build your visualization. I have also at the same time, I have built my visualization just for the fun of it, because I wanted to start creating a photographic memory. And I wanted to practice that. So you could practice by taking any picture. Let's say you want to go to Pinterest, or just Google or Pinterest or whatever. You pull up pull up an image of a place you want to go on vacation, and now just study that picture. And then you close your eyes, and now you try to recreate that picture in your mind, right? And then you open your eyes again and you study that picture, and then you close your eyes and recreate it. Really, you could do it with anything. You could hold an apple in front of your face and you could study that apple and then close your eyes and then try to see it, and then open your eyes and look at the apple. You could look at all different parts of the apple. Okay, so there are a lot of ways to increase your visualization. It's not totally necessary, but have fun with it. I like to have fun with it because I want to practice other things, but I essentially manifest mostly just by what I say to myself. What I'm saying to myself through the day. I consistently say, oh, this is working out for me. Oh, I'm getting every green light. Oh, I'm going to be early instead of late. It's working out. I got the best traffic. I got in the right lane. So I had to drive tonight to the suburbs, a half hour away. And I thought we were going to be late, but we weren't, because I literally got every light. Which I do. I affirm that all the time. I just get in the right lane. I get all the green lights. I'm having fun with it. Everyone lets me go. Really great drivers. Okay, so everything you're saying to yourself is already manifesting. Okay, if I'm driving and I think that everyone's a jerk and they're cutting me off, that's going to be my reality. So when you change your perception, your whole reality changes along with it. Okay, Mara, I'm trying to manifest SP. We started talking. Now I lost my BFF over 10 years. She doesn't like SP. I told her that's okay, but I'll still try to make things work with him. With your BFF, really with any desire, affirm what you want. Like how do you want, if today was a perfect day of you having the relationship with your friend and your relationship with your SP, what would it look like? That's what you affirm. When you hear the term go to the end or go into the wish fulfilled, affirm that. The day, affirm already having it. It would sound like, hey, I have a best friend that totally supports me. Even if she didn't, okay, you could create that she does like SP, by the way. But whatever the story is that you want to create, you could create the story that she totally supports me. She sees how great SP is for me. She knows that we are in a great relationship. That's going to the end and living from the relation or the experience that you want. Okay, that's just my interpretation. You're going to affirm what you want. How do you want it to look? Okay, so you're affirming the reality that you want consistently. Okay, my friend supports me. My friend's got my back. Okay, you know what? She turned a corner. She sees SP as a good person. And, so what's that whole story? That's what you affirm in your mind because you're already affirming something, but you're affirming, I lost my BFF of over 10 years. So I know how that could feel, and then you want to talk about it, and then you have other friends you might be talking about it with. Just stop doing that. Stop talking about what you don't want. That's when I say stop doing that. Stop talking about what you don't want. Stop putting your attention on it. Stop giving it any importance. Don't give it any value. Give only the value in your imagination. Invest in the thoughts that you want to experience, in the life that you want to experience. So it doesn't mean you could say, well, I lost my BFF, but you know what? I know we're going to work it out. I know that we know how to forgive each other. I know that we really deeply care for one another. I bet we can see eye to eye okay, so these are all just a softer way to say it. If you want to kind of feel a more realistic or something, that could feel better. It could feel more true, but it's really the story you want to tell. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. And you're going to manifest your guy to be in your life, committed to you. So remember, you want to work and focus on your self-concept. Now, in my VIP group, I have a workshop that I did. It's called 30 Days to Creating Your Ideal Self-Concept. I have 9 different videos, and all of those videos are about how the self-concept of you, how to see yourself in relation to your specific person, how to see yourself in relation to friends, in relation to money, in relation to career, in relation to family, in relation to being your God, like the God self of who you are. Okay, so you're creating everything, and how you see yourself is what's manifested out. Join my VIP group. You can join free for 3 days. Hi, Rocky, what's wrong? Do you want to say hi? Do you want to see Rocky, guys? Rocky's sleeping next to me. And he heard a noise. He needs a haircut. Okay, but if you want to join my VIP group, you can join. Why are you barking? Why are you barking? Go get him. All right, distraction. If you want to join my VIP group, you can, the link's in my description. And you can join free for 3 days. And I have that workshop in there. It's called 30 Days to Creating Your Ideal Self Concept. Done. How do you let it go? You put your attention on something else. You know that you are the creator and it's all coming from you. Empress. What if you're trying to manifest famous SP, but always saying things in the press about them and exes? Well, what does any of that have to do with it? Because you're giving your power away when you're focused on any stories that contradict what you want. You want to focus on the story that supports and favors what you want. You have to give new meaning to all of that. You give the meaning to that all those situations that you want. Okay, so none of that has anything to do with you. All you have to do is go to the end and affirm the reality and the version of you that you want. You affirm it consistently until you see the reflection in your reality. Okay, until it becomes your experience. Okay, how can I forget the third person? Because you are going to focus only on yourself. I answered this question earlier. I think it's the same question. You just wrote it a little bit different. Okay, you know what to do. You're going to focus on yourself. You're going to focus on yourself being the ultimate choice, being the best choice, being first best, being the prize. That's what you do. In my playlist, I have a video called I Am the Prize. I would listen to that video. Okay? Or I have an 8-hour sleep meditation, I Am Chosen. Then go and listen to that and feel the feelings of that love within yourself for yourself. Yeah, Dawn, it is also amazing. It is amazing. It is amazing because we are realizing and knowing that we're truly the creator. And isn't it fun to test it out? Instead of being so worried and upset about the circumstance, start getting inspired that you're the creator and you can be in anything you want. You could create anything you want. You have the power to do anything. So keep testing it. Use the world, which it's already there for you. Use the world as the place for you to test that it is working. You consistently test manifestations on a daily basis. So you become more confident. It helps you build your confidence knowing that you are the creator. Okay, Rave, you met someone on vacation. It was passionate during and a bit after. I had fears about us getting distant, and it happens. So now I'm having a better mental diet to bring them close and love again. You're on it. You know what you're doing. You're totally on it. I'm not even worried about it because you already figured that out, right? You figured it out because you saw cause and effect. You saw the cause, which was the thoughts and feelings that you had within. Okay, so you had fears about getting distant, and then it happened. You see and recognize it came 100% from you. So that's what you want to work on. You want to work on the version of you, being the version of you who's sure and secure, right? Like you wouldn't have a doubt in the world that wouldn't work out for you. You wouldn't have a doubt. I mean, I'm not saying you couldn't have a doubt. I'm just trying to build, if you want to build that version of you who's so sure and so secure, okay, but you're going to, whatever feels the best for you. Okay, that a version of you who just knows that person is like enamored with you. They just find you alluring. Okay, so this is all about self-concept. The reason you had the fear about you getting distant is you probably know, right? There was some fear like, what if we get too close and it doesn't work out? Or what if I'm not the right one? Or I'm scared they might not like me. All of those worries, doubts, and fears manifest. So that's why you become secure in yourself and who you are. Yeah, and you're doing amazing. So you're already doing what you should be doing. You get that mental diet under control, it will manifest very quickly. Okay, can we put a different meaning to unfavorable thought, then go on affirming for what we want? Absolutely, that's exactly what you want to do. Miss Puzz Nugget, that's exactly what you want to do because you already are creating the meaning of everything in your life. To understand, like, to the extent of everything, it's all like a placebo. Like even the food we eat, like if someone thinks sugar gives you a sugar high, then it will. But if someone else thinks it doesn't, then it won't. It's really based on your belief system and how you believe reality to work. All right. So everything is already being defined by you. All you have to do is change how you see something, and you put it in favor of you having your manifestation. Okay, and then you continue to affirm. Okay, I put different meaning on anything. Like something happens, I always say, oh, that's because it's working out in my favor. Okay, and I started that years ago, and now, I mean, I don't even have to have those unfavorable things are happening few and far between, because I already revised it, or I already recreated good meaning from it, which brought a reality where I kept getting good meaning, good experiences that matched the good meaning that I had given it. Neville Goddard always recommended every night before you go to bed, revise the day, use revision. Revision's powerful. And the more I use revision consistently, I enjoy it. I enjoy revising things and imagining it went as if I wanted it to go. Okay, because when you do that, you're already practicing and rehearsing that reality you want. You're practicing that so that you will experience it. Okay, and if you're in that situation, whatever the situation was, if you're recreating the situation, you're rehearsing in your mind for when that circumstance comes up again. Now that you've rehearsed it or revised it, you're experiencing what you have rehearsed in your mind, or the revision, right? Can you follow that? Okay, how do we not worry about the time and when it will happen? Remember, time doesn't exist. It's just an illusion. Time is just an illusion. Don't focus on time. When you're focused on time, you're focused on, I mean, it's not, okay, time exists. But at the same time, when you're a conscious creator, you understand that the only thing that truly exists is the present moment. So how do you not worry about time? Just know that you already have this desire right now in the present moment. Not when it will happen, because you already have it. Everything is your everything in your reality is coming from your consciousness. So you already have it. It might not be in the manifested form, but the more that you keep seeing and that you practice knowing that you already have it, you will be more powerful at manifesting that desire more quickly, more instantly in the present moment. Okay, so how do you not worry about it? Focus on gratitude. Gratitude is equivalent to it is having, right? When you're grateful for something, you have it. I'm grateful for my house. I'm grateful for heat. I'm grateful for my body. I'm grateful for my beautiful smile. Like, I have all these things, right? So if I'm affirming what I'm grateful for, I'm saying, like, the internal knowing is I'm grateful because I have it. And when you feel good about, not about feeling good, but it's about that internal state of having versus not having. Okay, so when you're focused on having, you're going to manifest a reality that reflects more of you feeling like you have it. You have things to be grateful for. So that's really the cheat code for manifesting. Focus on gratitude. The more you focus on gratitude, you will keep you'll just have the world and the path unfold in front of you that shows you more to be grateful for. How many years have I been manifesting on purpose? For 5 years. For 5 years. Actually, less than 5 years. I am a perfect example of someone that never heard of manifesting, never knew about it, never heard of law of attraction, never heard of The Secret. Totally all of that over my head. I never heard of any of that. When I lost everything I knew my life to be, that's when I woke up. Because I lost everything, I started to pay more attention to my own feelings and thoughts, and I started recognizing what I'm thinking and what I'm doing is happening. Okay, it's really like what we're thinking is happening, but we don't notice it in the moment because we may not notice it until we look back. If you look back on your life in the last 2 or 3 months, what kind of things did you think about and what was happening in your world? How are you? I was seeing a third party too, and that was reflected back to me. I'm not feeling chosen by her. Exactly, I need to focus on myself. Okay, but Caleb, this is the last time I want you to reinforce the third party, okay? Stop reinforcing the third party. I was seeing the third party. The fact that you're focusing on that whole story is the only reason it's in your reality. I know you're saying, I was seeing the third party and it was reflected back. But then if you say that, if you said it yesterday and today and tomorrow, now it's still your reality. Don't you want it gone? You have to stop talking about it completely. You already know you already know it exists. Just say, I don't choose that old reality anymore. Don't get into detail. Don't forget the details of it. Okay? I don't choose that old reality anymore. Okay? And then I like your next part. I need to put focus on myself. Okay. I am putting focus on myself. I am number one. I am chosen. I am amazing. I'm a great person. Whatever, like, not whatever, but whatever you want to affirm about yourself. I mean, ultimately, it's not, all of those things are ultimately conditions anyway. And we don't necessarily have to condition our manifestation, but yet at the same time, we're living a personality, and our personality or our self-concept is what manifests our experience. Okay, so we change your vision of yourself, align your self-concept with the version of yourself that you want. But know that you can manifest that person just by saying you exist. Just because you're the creator. Okay, it doesn't have to be because I'm the most handsome or I'm the most beautiful. Not because of that, because you exist, because you're the creator, because it's already yours, because you want it. Okay, now the other affirmations, part of a self-concept, is how you see yourself. And we may need to build ourselves up a little bit. If we felt insecure, then you absolutely want to be someone who's secure. Because what do you think is going to happen with that relationship if you can manifest them when you're insecure. There are relationships all over the world. I manifested a relationship years ago. I didn't know it was manifesting, but I was in a relationship where I was insecure. But what will that relationship look like? Okay, so the reason I'm affirming and giving you affirmations about being secure and being sure and feeling like you're number one, because I want you to build yourself, the vision of yourself up so you feel solid. You know that you're amazing, that you know that you're good enough, and you know that you're chosen. Okay, but we don't need to have all of those things to manifest. You see the bigger picture? The bigger picture is creating a foundation of a secure person that builds that in all different areas of your life. Think about affirming consistently, it's done. It's already done today. Wake up in the morning. Thank you, peanut butter, the flowers. The beautiful roses. Wake up in the morning and let your first thought be, it's already done. If something's already done, do you need to worry about trying to manifest it? No. So the more you can feel like it's already done. You don't even have to affirm, we are together, we're doing this, we're doing that, I am number one. You could just say, it's done. It's done. Okay, well, your self-concept, I am secure, and it's done. I get what I want. It's done. Maria, it's been months. He has a third party. I feel if I don't call him, he won't call me. All right, well, then you're going to have that reality. What do you really want? Okay, take out a piece of paper and script out, get clear on what you want. Now, you're talking all about what you don't want, but you're the writer and the director of your life and the main character. You're the writer of the story of your life. So you have to write the story that you want, script it out, okay? Take away that whole story you were telling, and right now script out, he's calling me. I'm going to give a general idea, okay? And then you take it from there. I love my life. Like, okay, you have what you want. Would you be loving your life? Probably, right? You have your desire. Imagine having your desire. Do you feel like you love your life? That you would. So you would be scripting out, oh my God, I wake up every day next to the love of my life. I love my life. My life is amazing. I'm number one. I love being a priority. I love that. I love being loved. I love that I'm chosen. I love that I'm living my dream life. And then you could do XYZ. What does it look like? I love that we have the same interests, and I love that it's so easy to communicate, and I love that we have this deep connection. Okay, so script it out. Go into your imagination and script out what you truly want and give no importance to, it's been 3 months. I know how that feels, okay? Are you going to go in and feel that reality you want? Or are you going to feel the reality of, it's been 3 months or whatever, it's been months. There's a third party. I feel if I don't call him, he won't call me. That's the only reason your reality is what it is, because that's what you're affirming. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. That's what you're feeling. That's what you're affirming. Your reality is the effect, right? Causation is you in your reality. You're the only thinker in your reality, and every single thing is a reflection of you. Everything. Your reality is like a dream. Everything, just like when you fall asleep at night, every person in your dream appears to be separate, but they're not, right? When you're sleeping, you close your eyes and you go to bed, and you're having dreams, and there's other people in your dream. Are they separate? They appear to be. But when you wake up in the morning, they're not separate. They're coming from your imagination. It's the same thing. This reality, while we're awake, it's the same way. Although everyone seems separate, they're not, because they're coming from your imagination, from your consciousness. So in order to change what you see in this reflection, the mirror of reality, you change only what's going on in your imagination. When you change to a new story and you persist in the new story, the reality that you experience in the outer world, the screen of space, it's space. This is just space. It's like Neville Goddard, Joseph Murphy, all call it a screen of space. You're the projector. Okay, you're writing the story in your mind, and now you're through your eyes. It's like a projection onto this world, the 3D world. Okay, so if you're in your mind saying, it's been months, there's a third party, if I don't call him, he won't call me. Well, that's the story you just wrote. That's what you're living. It's okay. So here's what most people do, because they're not conscious and they're not a creator. They would be like, Maria, why are you wasting your time? You are amazing and beautiful and valuable. Move on. Why are you wasting your time? Okay, and guess what happens? People go, yeah, I'm better than them. I don't need them. I'm a great person. I'm going to glow up. I'm going to be the best version of me. Okay, I mean, they might not say it all that way, but they just they have this inspiration to say, you know what, I'm going to show you. They're going to look what you didn't want and now who I am. Well, you're creating it all. Most people will just move on to the next person. And guess what? The next person's going to match where you're at. Because you just decided, I'm not putting up with that bullshit anymore. I'm not going to let someone treat me like that anymore. And then what happens? They meet the next person. That's like a match. And this person's like, I love you. You're amazing. You're gorgeous. And then guess what? Guess who's going to come along maybe 5 months later? Old SP. Why? Because you're not focused on that story anymore. Because you're in a place of love. Because you're loving yourself. Your world must match that you love yourself. It's all coming from you. So I'm not saying you don't have to go with your specific person. You just have to tell a different story about yourself. I mean, yourself, but right, because this is self. The reality out there reflects self. So however you see yourself, start to glow up within and be like, you know what? I'm getting what I want. You could actually say, I don't even know if you don't want that version. Let those two, there's infinite, you understand. Everything exists right now. It's all existing. So there are infinite versions of him, infinite versions of you. Do you want to get out of that reality? You have to see yourself as someone has standards, okay? The standards are way up here, not down here, okay? I only accept a reality where I'm pursued. That's what you affirm. You only accept a reality where you're pursued. And if that person isn't pursuing you, so what? Okay, but if you have that attitude, guess what's going to happen? You're going to see a new version of your specific person show up matching you. Okay, so why are you going to waste your time? You have the rest of your life to live. Do you want to sit here waiting, calling him because he won't call you? Do you want to live this life? Start telling the story of yourself. You're a goddess. Oh, I have a great meditation on YouTube. I have really great meditations. Hot girl walking meditation, goddess meditation, high value woman meditation, I am chosen meditation. Those are just some of my self-concept affirmations. It's in my playlist on YouTube. The link is in my bio here. Those are the kind of thoughts that you want to have about yourself. Don't focus on your specific person. Just focus on you, and then your world's going to reflect it. That's why all you have to do is change how you perceive yourself and see yourself. But if you are focused on, so whatever story you're telling is what's manifesting. And if you look at the third party and you go, oh, why is she getting what I want? And she's pretty, and is she his type? And now you're focused there, and now you're essentially saying, like, she's better. You're giving her value, giving her importance. What are you doing for yourself? You're putting yourself way down here. You're not valuing yourself when you're valuing all those other people above you. That's why you have to focus on yourself. You tell the story you want. Start feeling like you have this alter ego and just decide that. I start trying to talk. Just decide, like, I am, right? This is the Marilyn Monroe effect. How did she go from Norma Jean to Marilyn Monroe? One of the greatest siren icons, or whatever you want to say, like who she was. Right? How did she get so, like, she was so mysterious and everyone loved her for her beauty. Men and women both loved her. Okay? So how did she do that? She just decided who she was going to be. She even talked about how she could walk down the street where no one would notice her. She did that. This is intentional manifestation. This is all intentional. Okay. You could walk down the street thinking, oh, I don't want anyone to notice me. Okay. Sure. No one's noticing me. You're deliberately creating that. And then she would say, okay, watch this. Just like a light switch. She'd say, watch this. And then I know what she was doing. She's imagining everyone's turning their head to look at her. And that's exactly what happened. So read the Marilyn Monroe effect, or there's a lot going on about that all over probably YouTube or even TikTok. It's powerful because this is really how we could create our reality any way you want it to be. Okay, if you don't want any attention, you just create that. You create that like nobody's noticing you. Okay, you want to be noticed, just create. They notice you. We're already doing it already. So do you want to walk through life feeling insecure? Then the world will show you. I'm not saying you're insecure, but some of what you're saying to me is showing insecurity. Get secure in you, because it's your life. No one else is going, who's going to go bat for you? Maybe your parents or friends, family, they're going to say, yeah, you're great, but you're the one who has to declare that you are. It's your reality. It's your life. Yeah, but what if they chose the third party? That's what they want. So why would we want them? Yeah, because they're just a reflection. Yeah, exactly what I said. I mean, I know you wrote this before I said it. Exactly. Why would you want them? But here's the thing. Just not you specifically, but if there's a third person in your reality, you created the third person. That's why. So since you created it, you can uncreate it just as easily as you created it. They are only there because they reflect who you are. Okay, so choose you and choose to focus on you, and that third party will just all of a sudden disappear. Nothing exists in your reality except for what you're focused on, whatever you're consciously aware of. Okay, your reality is your consciousness pushed out. I'll just say wild. This helps confirm some things. Great. I'm glad you said that because I want to intend this. I intend you're all having like realizations and light bulb moments. And I want you to step away from like the drama of life. If I got to fix this and I've got to just let this be fun. Get into the feeling of inspiration and how do you want to create your world? And now this is just a choice. It's literally a choice. You choose your reality. It's supposed to be fun. I mean, we can make it fun. We really came here to create and to find out and realize that we're the creator, and you can create any reality you want. I've created miraculous things, and some of them were miraculous, but in a way, like not a big deal. Okay, so I intend you all have like confirmation, and what's really important is that you spend a little bit of time being more aware and observing your reality, because your reality is really you. Okay, if I have certain beliefs, my reality reflects those beliefs. Now, some of the beliefs I hold, I didn't really create those beliefs because we have up to 60,000 or 70,000 thoughts in a day, and we didn't choose all those thoughts. We were children. We were kids. Our teachers told us stuff. Strangers said stuff. Parents and aunts and uncles. We have people judging and stereotyping. If we believe all those things, those become our reality. Okay, so it's about observing your reality and now focus on the kind of life that you want. What do you want? You get to choose it. I could create a reality where I don't care. Like, I don't give a fuck, right? The art of not giving a fuck, right? That book? Or is it the subtle art of not giving a fuck? I mean, I don't care, but I also, at the same time, I create a reality where I feel supported. I create a reality where people are really kind to me. I create a reality where people go above and beyond. I create a reality where they're really generous. Not only other people, I mean, it's the golden rule. So I looked at the bigger picture of what kind of experience I want. You don't have to create that kind of experience. That's just what I wanted. I like it if I go to the store and I have somebody that's like, we have an exchange and an interaction, and it's like, oh, cool. You know, like a nice smile. I just create that. I create that intentionally. Okay, so when you create something intentionally, it wasn't that way before. That's why I know I created it intentionally, because it wasn't that way. I mean, one of the first manifestations, the first things that I started doing is affirming, because I used to drive a lot in my car, or sort of a lot. And I felt like everyone's a terrible driver and they're mean and no one's considerate. They're always cutting me off and there's road rage. This is like, I would see this stuff. I would witness it. I had anxiety when I was always in the car. And then when I realized I'm the creator, I started thinking, wait a minute, I'm creating everything, like the traffic. How? Right? These are my thoughts in question. Well, I don't know how, but let me test it. That's what I thought. So how do I test it? I start to say to myself, you know what? I get every green light. Everyone's nice. People always let me go. There's considerate drivers. People stop for me. Like, this is my experience. My experience now is like amazing. incredible. It's cool. Like, not only do I notice it, everyone in my world points it out. My kids always constantly point it out. They're like, oh yeah, you're going to get all the green lights. Okay. Pointing out like how people are stopping for me to go when it's not even my turn. Okay. And I live in the city, like the city of Chicago, where it's like, the perception is crazy wild drivers. Okay, that was my perception. It's not true anymore. My whole experience in driving changed. So I can see it's everything in my reality. It's everything. Living life the easy way. Right away, love the username. I like living life the easy way. I've brought SP back twice and can't seem to keep it. Can't figure out what's happening there. Okay, so this is why I talk about self-concept. Okay, self-concept, that's the version of you with your specific person in a solid relationship. Okay, so here's what you want to do. You brought them back twice. Do you see that you're the creator? First of all, acknowledge that. That's going to be important because that you want to create, it's natural and normal for you to know that you're creating your reality. Okay, I brought them back twice. It's working. I got this. It works. Okay, so that's your acknowledgement, right? Now, you can't figure out what's happening. Well, what's happening is maybe you didn't get clear on what is the dynamic of your relationship, okay? Is it easy to communicate? So start to paint that picture. I was talking about this earlier in my VIP group. I have it's called 30 Days to Creating Your Ideal Self-Concept. I have one video on there where I talk about, there's 9 videos within that workshop series. One video is about the self in relation to your specific person, right? Like, how do you see yourself in relation to them? How do you see yourself in a relationship? What would a relationship look like? What's a healthy relationship? Do you know what a healthy relationship looks like? Because you got to get clear on it. The more you're clear on it, you will create it. Do you know what kind of characteristics you want your specific person to have? Okay, are they kind? Are they loyal? Do they always have your back? Are they a good listener? Do they treat you like a priority? See, these are the things you want to, if you get more clear on this, you'll create that version of them. Get clear on the relationship. What does that look like? Are you interdependent where you have other things, things going on in your own life, but you're dependent on each other, but yet at the same time able to go and do anything? You're not bound to that person, like you can't leave. I mean, you could create whatever reality you want, but the more that you get clear on what does the relationship look like? Great communication, emotionally available, easy to talk to one another, sharing feelings, spending all our time, priority, inspiring each other to be a better version of each other, lifting one another up, lifting up the success of each other. Okay, so you're already doing this. You're already doing this, you just don't realize it. Or you do realize it now. Okay, so now do it more deliberately by paint the picture, right? Start to depict in your mind, what does the relationship look like? What do you want it to look like? Okay, because that person came back and then you're having a good old time in the beginning and then all of a sudden they do something that annoys you and then you start, oh, they did that, why'd they do that? Now you're focused on what they're doing that annoys you. Not you, but like this is an example, right? Now they're being annoying and you're like, and now you're focused on why they're annoying. And then they went out with their friends and they didn't tell you and you didn't feel like a priority anymore. Now you're back to the old same thing. Well, you have to remember you're the operant power. You have to tell the story that you want. The story you want is, okay, they might say, I'm going out with my friends and, I don't know when I'm coming home. You're a creator. The creator knows if you want that person to treat you like a priority and say, hey, I'm right by your side. I want to be right there with you. Hey, you don't want me to go out? I'll stay home with you. Let's go do something. Then you need to affirm that. That's why this is a discipline. Okay, it takes practice, consistent practice. And don't let this all be a learning experience. Because I bet you're going to have some things that are confirmed in realizations right now from this conversation. Tonight, as you put your head on the pillow and you go to bed, you'll be like, oh, yes. Like the realizations that you're having, that you're the creator. It all came from you. and where you put your focus. Okay, so it is really powerful to, I know it might not seem natural to, if someone's not treating you, like let's say they didn't treat you like a priority, and then to send them love. Well, you're the creator. So if you want that person to bring love into your life, then you need to pull the love from them. So you're going to focus on all the good qualities in them. But what we tend to do is get annoyed, and we talk about the bad, and we go out with our friends and we tell our friend, maybe not, but maybe you go out with your friends and then you talk to your friends about, guess what he did now? You got to stop doing those kind of things. You got to always build your partner up. You got to tell the best stories about your partner. You got to tell the good things about them. You got to let go. When someone asked earlier about how do you let go, you don't put your focus there, because otherwise it stays in your world. So you tell the best stories about your partner, or even if you could have conversations about it, just say what you would like them to do. I'd really like it if you stayed home with me tonight. I'd really love to spend more time together. And if they say no, then in your mind, just affirm, yes, they do. Yes, they do. I intend they do. They want to spend more time with me. They want to be right here. They're telling me how much they care about me. Okay, you got to consistently do that until it becomes solidified reality where you are living that experience. So have you figured it out now? Like, is it clicking? Easy. Both times he came back, he literally did exactly what I imagined, right down to the clothes he wore. Look at that. So you see you're the creator. Great. Now, keep telling the story how you want it to be. Okay. This is really important too. You want to create the kind of standards you want in your relationship. So what is what are your standards? What are your boundaries? What are your expectations? Put them way up here, because when you raise your ceiling, everyone in your reality, they reflect. Okay. So if your ceiling's down here, guess what? People treat you that way down here. Okay, maybe not your mom. Maybe your mom's not going to treat you way down here. Maybe she does. But the more you raise your ceiling, because the reason why your mom may not, because you have specific beliefs about people and you have general beliefs about people. Okay, so when you raise your standards, this is for everyone. If I didn't answer your question, raise your standards, raise your expectations, create boundaries, and how do you want to be treated? How do you expect someone to treat you? How do you expect someone to see you? Because they're going to just match that. Okay. But isn't that also fun? Living life easy. The fact that he, down to the clothes he wore, like that. Okay, so these are the kind of manifestations I was having in the beginning. Like I was like, whoa, like things were so detailed. I knew that it resonated with me that this world is very much an illusion. Okay, that it really is coming from your imagination. Even songs that I'd never heard that it was like craziness. Like the songs that I heard were that I happened to hear on the radio when some bad things were happening, and songs that came on, the words of the song had everything to do with what I perceived as a negative experience happening, and then the words in the song playing in the moment were also reconfirming all of it. So I've had some wild reflections in the world because I'm just really observant. Heaven Ways, you've been doing so amazing. 3D has been great. SP is the best. Beautiful. It's only getting better. It's only getting better. Okay, when I spend money in my mind, things reflect in my 3D that I have to pay a lot more for. All right. Okay, you have to, but look at money as you're spending and you're always receiving. The point is you always have more. Okay, but you're spending money in your mind and more money is always coming in. Okay, and okay, so it's about perceiving reality that, I mean, if you had to pay more, everybody looks differently. Some people want to be on a budget. Okay, if you want to be on a budget and you want a coupon clip or that kind of thing, I mean, that works too. But so what if you paid a lot more? You can manifest that you get a lot more. Do you understand that? You can manifest that every dollar you spend, you get 1,000 back. Let that be an affirmation. Every dollar I spend, it's 1,000 back in my pocket. I'm always getting more than what I spend. It comes back tenfold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold. There's so many ways to work with me. If you want to join my free Facebook group, I have a free Facebook group, a community of manifesting, lifestyle manifesting, Shannon with Lifestyle Manifesting. I'm Shannon. If you want to level up, join my VIP group. Tomorrow we're doing Manifest $5,000. And I manifest on a time, I help teach manifesting on a time crunch, time frame, manifesting money, manifesting body changes, manifest your specific person, manifest your ideal self-concept. All of those types of videos and content is part of my VIP group. I give daily motivation in there and inspiration. It's just a great community. So if you guys want to do the work on your own, I have a self-concept course. My powerful self-concept course is also linked in my description. If you have questions, send me a message on either Instagram or you can email me. And I love you guys. You are the operant power. Have an amazing night. Bye.